"Set a course for Beacon Alpha 9, ordered Hermack. Warren entered the flight deck and saluted. "Beacon party installed, sir. I told Lieutenant Sorber we'd be back in about 6 weeks. We'll be back much earlier if the pirates raid Alpha 4. How is morale?" "Pretty high, sir. I think Joe's looking forward to a fight." "They understand they're to shoot on sight." "Oh, don't worry, sir. Anyone poking his nose aboard Alpha 4 will probably get it blown off." The silence of the computer bay of Beacon Alpha 4 was shattered by a strange, wheezing, groaning sound. The incongruous shape of a square, blue police box materialised in the corner of the instrument-filled room. Alpha 4, like all the other beacons, was a honeycomb of different-sized compartments, most of them packed with instruments. Others held stores and equipment, and one or two had been left empty to provide the most basic of living accommodation, intended only for emergency use. The compartments were linked by ladders, hatches, and companionways, leading to a variety of metal corridors. One of the guards, young, inexperienced, and very excited, clattered down a metal ladder and rushed up to Lieutenant Sorber, who was briefing the other guards. "Sir," he gasped. Sorber swung round. "What is it? Why aren't you at your post in the observation dome?" "There's something in the computer bay, sir." "What sort of something?" "I don't know, sir. I was passing it on my way to the observation dome when I heard something in there, a strange noise." Sorber looked sceptically at the young guard, wondering if he was listening to the effects of an overheated imagination. "All right, I suppose we'd better check it out." The door of the police box opened, and a strangely assorted trio emerged. First came a rather scruffy little man in baggy checkered trousers and an ill-fitting frock coat, which he wore with a wide-collared white shirt and a straggly bow tie. His deeply lined face, wise, gentle, and funny all at once, was surmounted by a mop of untidy black hair. Known only as the Doctor, he was a Time Lord, a wanderer through space and time. He was followed by a brawny, truculent young man in the kilt of a Scottish Highlander. His name was James Robert McCrimmon, Jamie for short, and he had been snatched from the 18th century to join the Doctor in his wanderings. Then came a small, pretty, dark-haired girl in neatly tailored shorts and a crisp white jacket and blouse. She was called Zoe Heriot. Before joining the Doctor, she had been a computer operator on a space station. In some ways, she was a bit of a human computer herself. The Doctor looked round the little room. "Oh dear." "What's wrong?" asked Zoe suspiciously. "I don't think we're quite where I expected. Never mind, this looks very interesting." Jamie sniffed. "Interesting? It's just a lot of old machinery." "Exactly, Jamie. I don't think I've ever seen computers quite like this before." Zoe looked round. "It's some kind of control room, isn't it, Doctor?" "Yes, but what is it controlling?" Zoe didn't know. Jamie didn't want to know. "If you ask me, we should get out of here right away." Zoe pointed. "There's a door over there." "I didn't mean we should go wandering off. I meant we should leave in the TARDIS before someone turns up and starts asking questions." "Don't worry, Jamie," said the Doctor. "I can assure you there is nobody here to bother us." "What makes you so sure?" The Doctor pointed to the instrument-lined walls. "All these devices are designed to operate by themselves." "But what do they do, Doctor?" asked Zoe. "Where are we?" "On an unmanned spacecraft in a fixed orbit, I should imagine. Let's see if we can find some more clues as to its purpose, shall we?" The Doctor opened the hatch Zoe had indicated, and he and Zoe climbed through. Jamie was just about to follow them when he heard a sudden clatter of booted feet on metal. It seemed to be coming from underneath him. He paused in the hatchway, listening. Suddenly, a circular hatch in the middle of the floor was flung open. A uniformed figure appeared, clutching a blaster. Jamie might have a problem with technology, but there was nothing wrong with his reflexes. He flung himself through the open hatchway just as a bolt from a blaster ricocheted off its edge. Slamming shut the hatch behind him, Jamie yelled, "Look out!"